Some people confuse about time, believe it or not. Some people even say the earth's flat. It's crazy what people think. Here's what this person think, and here's why I'll let you know what I think in a second.
Cycles. We must live in harmony with the book of wisdom. We are not in 2025. Month comes from the word moon, moonth. The moon has a 28-day moon cycle. 365 divided by 28 is 13. 13 lunar cycles every year, which means our calendar has a missing month, which means we don't know what year we're actually in. This is gonna blow your mind. The sky is a clock. The sun tells the time of the day. The moon tells the day of the month. The stars tell you the month of the year. The sky above our head is intelligent. Everything on earth is matter. Everything above us is spirit. That's why they're floating. They're not rocks you can land on. The Gregorian calendar was made for slaves. Calendar comes from calends, the first day of the month the Romans had to pay off their debt. So what does all of this actually mean, and why did they do it? They made this fake calendar to cut off our...
I know they said they just started using a modern day calendar for certain. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tell a friend, Here we have another crazy story. The time. Is time really a real thing? Or is time something that you want it to be? What I mean by that, for example, right now, at my present location, I believe it's say 1 a.m. my time. And in another person's location, say they're located in China, for example, it would be about 2 p.m. their time. Don't forget, I give that person in China a phone call and I'm talking to him even though it's 1 a.m. my time. What I mean by that, just seems so strange. I think time is something that exists, but no one really knows. I believe, I could be wrong, no one really know what time really is. For example, they said there's some calendars, for example, that has 13 months in the year. Even some of them I heard even have 14 months in a year. You know, how do you go about determining the months? How do you go about figuring out the leap year? Don't forget, I'm just talking. But we're talking about time. For example, you could be living in one country and you have 2 different times in the same country. A lot of individuals say, wow, that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Is time just something that people say what time it is? Or is time actually a real thing? Or is time one of those things that no one knows what really is going on? I don't know. Say, for example, an individual from China could leave from China in 2025 and he could fly right back to 2024. Is he going back in time? I don't know. Some people say maybe he is, some people say no. It's just a different time zone. But how could there be a different time zone if there's only one time? Why is it that the whole planet is not on the same time? Why is it that a lot of countries have different times? Is time something that's made up? I don't know. But it just seems very strange and interesting that another country could have a different time from another country because we still live on the same earth. I know some people say, you know what, the earth turns around and spins around and this and that. That's all fine, that's all dandy. But still doesn't change the fact that why we're not all on the same time. I mean, it's time is one of those things that, you know, keep in mind, they just started tracking time like how they're tracking it right now, 12 months calendar year recently. I believe they started doing that in the 1500s. Before that, they were tracking time completely different. So what is time? I don't know. Only thing I do know that it keeps on going. Could time stop? Could time come back? I don't know. You know, is there, you know, what if that's the case? What if time is something that, since no one knows about time, it will keep on going and then it will come back, reverse. So everything that happened, it'll call reverse right back. Now you're born again. Imagine that. Because time is reverse. Is that the case? Will mankind will be able to come back once time runs out in reverse. I don't know. I'm just talking. Interesting though. But I'll let you know what I think. I heard an article also talking about time. I heard a video, they were talking about time. For some reason, it seemed like everyone's confused about time. I don't know.